Welcome back to Moto Next Hub. Today we take a deep dive breaking down what's new, what works, what doesn't, and whether it deserves a spot in your garage. Let's roll. The 2026 Hunter 350 continues with the familiar 349 AMAC cc series single-cylinder, air-oil-cooled engine, displacing 349 AMAC cc, with the bore and stroke of 72.8 millimeters. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 it produces about 20.2 bhp at 6,100 revolutions per minute and 27 newton meters to work at 4,000 revolutions per minute. Enough grunt for daily city commuting, quick bursts and light touring. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 the engine is paired with a 5-speed constant mesh gearbox, and now comes with the wet, multi-plate assist slipper, sleeper and assist, clutch, which makes shifting smoother and eases downshifts, a first for these 350 AMAC cc bikes. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Total motorcycle plus 2. Total motorcycle plus 1. 91 wheels plus 2. What this means on the road: the bike remains nimble, responsive, and well-suited for city traffic, tight turns, quick lane changes, and maneuvering through jams. The relatively light curb weight around 181 AMAC kg, with 90% fuel oil, helps. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 the 13-liter fuel tank gives a decent city commuting range, while the tuning improvements reportedly raise fuel efficiency to around 42 AMAC km per liter, depending on riding style. For the 2026 Model A, a meaningful improvement over previous generations. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Total motorcycle plus 1. In plus 1. Suspension setup remains practical, telescopic 41mm front forks with tilde 130mm travel, and twin rear shock absorbers with 6-step preload adjustment. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 ground clearance is now improved, reported 160 AMAC and latest update, a bonus for rougher urban roads or uneven surfaces. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Royal Enfield plus 1. Bike wheel plus 1. Braking and tire setup: 17-inch alloy wheels front and rear, with tubeless tires, front 110/70A17, rear 140/70A17, for better handling and convenience. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 braking system includes a 300mm front disc, twin a piston floating caliper, and a 270mm rear disc, with dual-channel ABS, giving confident stopping power even in urban conditions. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 total motorcycle plus 2 total motorcycle plus 1 visually and ergonomically. The 2026 Hunter 350 strikes a good balance between retro charm and modern practicality. The silhouette remains clean and compact, a teardrop-shaped fuel tank, minimalist body panels, and muscular yet subtle lines that give a retro street or roadster feel rather than bulky cruiser vibes. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 now though, the new model gets refreshed body panels, updated alloys, improved seat design, and new paint and the graphic options, giving it a more polished and stylish presence than older iterations. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. 91 wheels plus 1. In plus 2. The seat height is around 790mm, which is more approachable than many re-bikes, a welcome feature for shorter riders or those who prefer easy handling in traffic. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 ergonomics review from owners suggests city commuting becomes easy, narrow seat, manageable weight, and comfort for daily rides. As one user on Reddit put it, after 1000 AMAC km the seat is relatively more comfortable than the previous model, and the bike is incredibly easy to handle, especially in day-to-day city traffic. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Total motorcycle plus 1. Reddit. In terms of modern touches, the 2026 Hunter gets a digi-analog instrument cluster, combining classic round-meter charm with a digital display for trip information, fuel, gear position, etc. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 some variants support connectivity with a turn-by-turn navigation pod, via smartphone, A big plus for riders who navigate city traffic or longer commutes. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 There's also a USB charging port, helpful for keeping your phone charged during rides. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Lighting is modern as the headlamp and tail indicators in updated variants, now uses LED setup, improving visibility at night compared to halogen units on older models. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Powersports.com +1 Bike League India +1 Powersports.com +1 Total Motorcycle +1 As for pricing, the latest 2026 Hunter 350 is expected to start around a superscript 11.60 Lakh to a superscript 11.80 Lakh, Ex-Showroom, India, depending on the variant. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 For context, earlier base factory trim and mid-variants ranged roughly between a superscript 11.38 to a superscript 11.50 Lakh before recent tax and cost adjustments. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Uppy.in +1 Height Auto +2 From a value standpoint, the Hunter 350 remains one of the more affordable entry-level 350A macran-cc motorcycles, while delivering a strong mix of style, everyday practicality, and enough performance for city riding and occasional highway runs. Now, let's highlight the unique selling points that set this bike apart, especially in 2026 iteration. The combination of neo-retro styling plus modern tech, LED lighting, digi-analog cluster, smartphone navigation compatibility, ideal for riders who like classic looks but also want current conveniences. Sleep and assist clutch plus refined engine tuning rare in this budget segment, making daily riding, gear shifts, and stop-start traffic much easier and less fatiguing. Lightweight, nimble chassis with 17 alloy wheels and 2 blues tires makes the bike very city-friendly, easy to flick through traffic, and better in maneuvers than heavier cruisers or touring bikes. Dual-channel ABS and disc brakes front-rear giving good braking confidence, important for urban commuting or unpredictable roads. Reasonable price point offering a 350A macran-cc re-experience with minimal compromises, making it appealing for younger riders, first-time 350A buyers, or urban commuters wanting a reliable yet stylish ride. But no bike is perfect. There remain some trade-offs and possible drawbacks, especially depending on what you expect as an owner. For one, although many riders praise its comfort and handling, some users, especially on longer rides or rough roads, report that the suspension feels firm, which can make rides over potholes or bad roads harsh. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Another common comment from owners is that while the engine is peppy in city conditions, it can feel underpowered on open highways. Maintaining high speeds or overtaking large vehicles may feel limited, as one user wrote on Reddit. Carblogs.in +2 On the highways it's a different story. A broken bar. The bike lacks power and struggles to cross a broken bar. To work a broken bar is just fantastic for the city's heavy traffic. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Reddit. Also, some owners believe that fit and finish cable routing, switchgear, certain plastic components feel average, not premium. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 And as one owner said after 3 years of Hunter 350 ownership, reliability-wise, it's been okay and no horror stories, just usual niggles, implying that while generally dependable, regular maintenance, chain lube, service intervals, cannot be skipped. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Reddit +2 Reddit. So, what's my take for Moto Next Hub's viewers? If you're mainly riding in city or urban traffic, want the bike that is easy to handle, fuel efficient, stylish, affordable, and gives you a 350A macran-cc feel without the bulk, the 2026 Royal Enfield Hunter 350 is an excellent pick. It's especially suited for younger riders, daily commuters, or those who want a dependable bike for city plus occasional weekend rides. If your usage involves frequent highway touring, long-distance rides, or you expect premium bike comfort, suspension, luggage, pillion comfort, longer haul stability, then it's worth considering the trade-offs. Or maybe looking at higher-end or alternative bikes with bigger engines or better touring capabilities. In short, The 2026 Hunter 350 doesn't try to be a superbike or long-haul cruiser. It aims to be everyday urban weapon, affordable, manageable, balanced, and fun. In that role it nails it. That's it from my side. If you like I can also prepare a full pros cons list plus owner feedback summary, from real users, to include in your video. I can help make the review more real world. Want me to build that for you now?